It's Mordecai. I'm out here on the trails. I've got my little assistant here with me, and we are testing out today the Vivobarefoot Primus Trail FG trail running shoe. Um, really a big fan of this shoe. I've had it for well over a year. First thing to mention about it, like most barefoot shoes, flexible as can be. You can roll it up, totally flexible. Good looking shoe, really a unique looking shoe. I'll even wear this sometimes as a dress shoe. Wash it off a little bit first, but can wear it with dress clothes, casual clothes, and of course for running and hiking. It has good mesh ventilation. The upper is a lot of mesh going on, which is very important for a barefoot shoe to have. Compared to like a Vibram 5 finger, it doesn't have the webbed toes, but it does have a nice toe box there for ample toe splay. And let's see, we've got the outer sole. Seeing a little bit of wear and tear on the balls of the feet because that's where you're mostly running with barefoot shoes. But I've had these for a while and logged in some good mileage on them, so I would say the durability is pretty good, and I'm pretty impressed with this outer sole. You do feel the rocks a little bit when you're running, on this kind of rocky trail. But not as bad as other barefoot shoes. There is an insert that you can put in there that kind of reduces the amount of pain a little bit. So it's nice. You can feel the rocks, but it's not too intense. But on more intense trails, I wouldn't take these shoes. So let's see what else we've got here. We've got a nice lacing system, a nice pull tab. And yeah, the thing also that I love about them, they're super versatile, as you'll see throughout this video. Trail running, hiking, casual shoes, day-to-day shoes, studio workouts, CrossFit, sprint training, all things that I love to do in this. So as I mentioned, I love using these shoes in the studio and for CrossFit training. They're just super light and they have good grip. And so just here, watch a few clips. I'm going to do some stretching, a few jumping exercises, and these are really what I love using them for, as well as on the trails. I love to use them while I'm just jumping around, stretching, and moving around inside too. So that's why they're such an all-purpose shoe. Three, two, one. So just to go over some of the pros again, like most barefoot shoes, this is a super lightweight shoe. I've got no complaints in the weight department. Feels like you're wearing basically nothing on your foot. The sole is an amazing rubber technology. It protects you from a lot of rocks. It handles trails very well. It has traction and it doesn't wear down. It has great durability. And the shoe is a good looking shoe. It's a very flexible shoe and it's versatile. Again, you can do many different kinds of training with it. It's really an all-purpose training shoe for trails, for roads, for CrossFit, studio workouts. So overall, even though this is an excellent shoe and I don't have a lot to complain about, there are a few things that I think could potentially be done better. The shoe, as I mentioned before, doesn't handle intense trails very well, even medium trails with a lot of rocks. There is an insole that you can add to pad your foot a little bit more and give it a little more cushion and protect you against the elements of the trail, like rocks and things of that nature. But you still do feel things on your foot, and just beware of that. Secondly, like I've had this problem with other barefoot shoes, they can start to smell. This can be solved by throwing them in the washing machine every so often, but just when you wear shoes without socks or barefoot shoes, they don't always ventilate very well, even though the shoe does have a lot of meshing. And just so you know, barefoot shoes are not the best for sports. Actually, I take that back. There are some sports like soccer that they are pretty good with. I've played some good games of soccer in these barefoot shoes, but something like basketball, you might want a shoe with more ankle support. That's not a fault of these shoes. It's just that a warning that barefoot shoes are not always the best for certain types of sports. even though they do feel amazing and light. And I've definitely tried to play basketball in them before, but recommended more of a different kinds of sports shoe. Hey, so thanks a lot for coming to check out my video review on the Vivobarefoot Primus FG trail running shoes. Check out my written review also on runrepeat.com, and feel free to click on the links here to see other videos and leave a comment. Thanks a lot for stopping by.